and welcome once again to my morning coffee live stream here in lovely Istanbul. 너무 상쾌한 아침이에요. Today is a very rainy and kind of cold morning, but not that cold, about 15 degrees Celsius in the morning. And today I am once again in the area of the beautiful mosque that I showed you guys like a few days ago. And there is a row of very lovely looking cafes just beside the mosque here. And today I am at Tesvikiye Cafe or Tesvikiye Cafe since 1998. And let's take a look. Boom. So very lovely, very since 1998. So it's got that, that very vintage feel. And today I'm ordering a very classic Turkish breakfast set, which is a simit cut. Simit is like a Turkish bagel. It's round, but they cut it up in 4 pieces, and with some coffee. And wow, let's see who's on. And good morning, Alphas. Assalamualaikum. And good morning, Tressa. And thank you guys for joining me here once again. Always honestly, I really love this view. Yeah, this view is really nice. But the problem with the camera is that you can't really see the background very clearly. It's a owner guy. Okay, today I am having kind of a bad hair day, so I'm gonna try to get my hair in shape. Assalamualaikum. Good morning, Lucas. Oh, remind me again, Lucas, where are you watching from? Sorry, my kind of memory's kind of short these days. Having a very classic Turkish breakfast, classic Turkish simit. And in this area of Istanbul, you can see it's boom. This is probably the most up-class shopping area, not just in Istanbul, no. Because if it's the most up-class shopping area of Istanbul, that makes it the most up-class shopping area of the whole of Turkey, actually. Oh, Alphas, there's no oil. There's no oil in this at all. This is just bread. Oh, Illinois. Wow, very cold right now, yeah, Illinois. Good morning, Brian. You're not the first today. Thanks for coming on. And yes, like I said, this is the most up-class, probably the most up-class shopping area here in the whole of Turkey. And as you can see, it's very Italian-style buildings. Why? Because this whole area used to be ancient Galata, which is Galata is the neighboring country to Constantinople, which is an Italian Genoese settlement. So that's why in this area of Istanbul, the buildings tend to be Italian and Armenian kind of style. And today I am in a Tesvikiye Cafe, just beside the mosque that I showed you guys a few days ago. Boom, and here I am enjoying a Turkish simit set. Now, for those of you who don't know what Turkish simit is basically Turkish bagel with a lot of sesame, and this is probably the most common breakfast item in Turkey. And the simit here, of course, I'm having the luxury version with cheese and pepperoni. So this is the luxury version. Okay, in fact, I don't actually. Oh, cheese and tomato, and of course a lot of olive and coffee. And thank you guys for joining me this morning once again here in Istanbul. It's a very slow morning here in Istanbul because it's kind of raining out there right now. It's a nice heater going on here, but no cats in this area as well. No cats. And this whole terrace, this is a terrace here, breakfast terrace. Actually, this is a breakfast place. Like I introduced to you guys before, cafes here are either coffee cafes or breakfast cafes. This is a breakfast place, so I'm gonna order a breakfast thing. And people are all here for breakfast. Usually in the morning during weekdays, this whole place will be packed full, 100% full house every day. Mm. Our first looks like our new road. What's new road? Have you guys checked out my video yesterday? Good morning, Kim. Welcome, welcome. Hey, you guys remember yesterday we spoke about listening to music, and I told you guys that I'll be posting a video about why I don't listen to music and why you should quit music. I actually uploaded the video yesterday. Did you guys check it out? It is now the #1 most popular video in my channel. Over 24 hours time frame. This video is the most popular right now. Crazy, yo. I didn't know people would be so concerned about music, you know. To me, it wasn't even an issue. I don't even think about stuff like that. So if not for you guys raising up the issue, honestly, I won't even think about such things. To me, it's like so natural, you know, like, oh, this is something you do once in a while. Nothing to get too into, you know. Listen to it for a purpose. And for those of you who just joined me, I'm having a Turkish simit set with coffee. I'm a Virgo man. I think I show very strong Virgo tendencies as well. Most people over the past 10-20 years, the moment they interact with me, immediately they'll say, "Are you a Virgo?" It's a place of Kathmandu. Oh, okay, I see. So you have the Silk Road and now the new road, yeah? Good night, Dan. This is gradually evolving to become a mukbang. Wow, 9 people. This is getting a lot of people like right off the bat, yeah. And if you just joined my live stream, welcome. Here's a live stream where every morning here in Istanbul, I bring you guys to a new, different cafe here in Istanbul, cafe hop or breakfast hop, and to sit down, have a coffee, and chat about my experiences in life, in Istanbul, in other places of the world. Yep. And I do this every morning in wherever the country I am. So my morning changes all the time depending where I am, yeah. But right now morning is Istanbul morning. I've been in Istanbul for about a year, not a week, a year. This is my 11th month in Istanbul. I came last December, so one more month to a year. Oh, Haifa, günaydın, afiyet olsun, teşekkür ederim, sağ ol. And for those of you who just joined me, I am in Nişantaşı, the most up-class shopping area here in Istanbul. And that's the Tesvikiye Kami, the mosque that I introduced you guys to over the past 2 weeks. And I'm here in a very lovely cafe just beside the mosque, on this side of the mosque. Last time I brought you guys to that side of the mosque. Tespikiye Cafe. Okay, and let's take a look at the surrounding. It's a very cold and rainy. It's actually drizzling. I'm not sure if you guys can see. It's actually drizzling, and therefore everybody's under shelter. You can feel the upclassness here. The building style here is all Italian style. Why is it Italian? Because this used to be Genesis area, which is Italian area. The neighboring country to Constantinople called Galata, which used to be Constantinople's ally to the West Roman Empire, but it's right now all Istanbul. Which is why I keep saying no, you cannot call Istanbul Constantinople because Constantinople is just a small part of Istanbul. And here I am having a very traditional classic Turkish breakfast set called simit, which is the Turkish bagel with sesame and stuff. This is probably what most Turkish people have for breakfast, but of course this is the luxury version. Usually what people do is they buy the simit whole like this, very cheap along the road from the food trucks. This is 10 times the price. This is kind of like the luxury version, of course. You sit down, you have olive, you have cheese and stuff inside. Yeah, the luxury version. Alpha, have you ever visited snowy mountains? Yeah, I have been to snowy mountains. Of course, I have in China and even in Korea. Yeah. Why? What about snowy mountains? Kim Teo, you always seem to go to cafe located in a corner. Really? I don't know, but actually today I took a long time for me to find this, to settle here, because I went to a few cafes. You know, every morning it's not as easy as go to the first cafe I see and then sit down and do this stream. No. I visit about 3 cafes before I settle down and do this stream on the average. They are either too noisy, too many people, or too boring to show, you know. And even after I filter away those who are too noisy, too crowded with people, and too boring to show, I still have not repeated. This is episode 22, and I brought you guys to 22 different cafes. Despite this is like 1/3 of the number of cafes that I visit every day. Amazing, yeah. The number of cafes here is just amazing. I think corners work well because corners give you very good views and very good, basically very good views. That's why I like the corner. And not just that, I sit in the corner of the corner cafe as well, so that I give you guys maximum view of what's going on behind me. You see all these technical details that goes into live streaming. It's not easy, you know. There's a lot of details to look out for. The lighting, the number of people, the angles. Sometimes there are good cafes that I don't get good angles on, and so I give up because I can't show a good angle even though the background is nice. There's no good angle. See, all these things matter to do a good live stream. And good morning, Kylie. Good morning. All the old names, all the usual gang is all here, and I'm here in yet another. This is a breakfast cafe, okay? Remember guys, there are 2 kinds of cafe, coffee cafe and then a breakfast cafe. We have breakfast cafe. So I'm having a traditional Turkish simit, which is Turkish bagel with sesame and stuff. But this is the luxury version. Usually people buy the simit whole from the food stores for 1/10 of the price. This is a luxury version with cheese and tomatoes, good setting, olive and everything, you know. And it is a very rainy morning here in Istanbul. See how wet the streets are right now? It's drizzling seriously. In fact, sitting here, I can feel the drizzle in my face because I'm sitting very close to the corner. So why am I sitting so close to the corner? Because I always sit in a corner of a cafe to do this live stream in order to show you guys the maximum view of the cafe. Yeah. For those of you, I'm learning a lot from doing this live stream, no? The kind of considerations you need to put into doing a stream and stuff. A lot of considerations, not easy. I'm becoming quite professional at this. Mm. Oh, and since I'm having all my regular crew here, you guys remember yesterday we spoke about music. You guys were asking me if I listen to music, and then I say no, and that you guys should not as well. And I say I'm going to post a video about this, and I did yesterday. Have you guys checked out the video? That surprisingly, it became the #1 most popular video over a 24 hours period on my channel. I never knew people are so interested or emotional about music. Like I never knew music is such a big thing in the world, honestly. And like I said, this is a breakfast cafe. So people come here not for coffee, people come here for breakfast, which is why I order breakfast as well. Haifa. Has, yeah, I'm always jealous watching you there in my favorite country in the world. Haifa. Haifa from Singapore, another enlightened soul. I told you guys yesterday that there are more and more realized or enlightened people in the world today. Haifa is one of them. Very steep in the teachings of Rumi, the Turkish poet, and having an amazing ability to convey the deeper dimensions of life through a painting. Yes, she don't like labels, like enlightened or realized people. They don't like labels. They don't like recall certain things. But to me, she's an artist and a painter. She paints so well. She paints with a magic touch. Some people paint a painting, but when you look at Haifa's painting, it conveys a very strong spirit. There's a spirit in there that you can feel. That if you just hold her painting in your living room, that energy is gonna fill your living room. You're gonna feel different. Her paintings are powerful. Alphas, rain sound makes us feel really good. Can you hear? There's no rain sound because it's just drizzling. It's probably not the rain sound, Alphas. Haifa. Oh, Aferin. Thank you. You know, Alpha, Haifa, I only speak the truth, always. By our age, right, it's really saying anything just for fun is no longer meaningful, yeah. That by our age, by a certain age, if you still have to lie to be interesting, then you have lived a very sad life. Yeah. The boss man speaks perfect English. Like in this part of Istanbul, people usually speak very good English. But if you go to other parts, then less and less people speak English. That's why you need to come, if you are going to come to Turkey, like Korea, you need to have a handbook with some handy phrases. Even Korea, if you go to a convenience shop in Korea, all the cashiers and the helpers there look very young, and in fact they're very young. They're all like college students. They speak next to no English. Okay, so it's very important when you go to culturally strong countries like Turkey, like Japan, like Korea, that you need a handbook to be able to say certain simple everyday phrases, you know. I want this, I want that, how much is this, that kind of thing, you know, please the bill and stuff like that. But interestingly, not so much in China. Chinese people these days speak excellent English. Yeah, incredible. Especially Beijing and Shanghai, of course. If you go to rural areas, of course not. But in terms of Beijing and Shanghai, basically everybody has graduated from Harvard, from MIT. Yeah. Generations of Tujing, they call it Tujing. Oh, is it the sophistication of Nishantashi, Istanbul? This is how people in this area dress. Don't look like a Muslim country, yeah. Old lady selling flowers. This kind of street side old lady selling flowers are very common here. Like along one street, you get like 2 or 3. Çok seviyorum seni arkadaşım. You know what that means? It means I love it very much. It's a new, good friend, new friend. And if you just joined my live stream, I'm here in a cafe here, breakfast restaurant here in Istanbul. I'm sitting right in front of the door. I feel very guilty about this because I'm kind of blocking them. But if I take that seat, I'm under the rain. I take that seat, I'm under the rain. I take that seat, I'm under the rain. This is the best seat to give you guys this view and angle. So I'm kind of very sorry for the shop owner here. To sit right in front of the door like this. I mean, I'm sorry, like sit in front of the door like this, blocking you guys. But this is best angle for me. Günaydın, Singapore, America, what's that? Dubai or something? Many. Haifa, the thing I try to always join you is because you have great topics to talk about each morning. No, I have nothing to talk about each morning, Haifa. It's you guys asking the question that matters. If you guys ask no question, I have nothing to talk about except what I see. I'll just go on describing what I see, what I'm doing, and I got nothing really nice to talk about. It's you guys who give me the nice thing to talk about. So this morning show is half me, half you guys, you know. Without you guys, I have nothing to talk about. So nice to see people actually buy flowers from this roadside grandmothers. Haifa, I love very much the video about the strays. Oh, I'm making a video about Istanbul dog walkers. Dog walkers in Istanbul are a real discovery, a real sight here. You know why? In other countries, dog walkers walk like 2 dogs max, 3 dogs max. In Japan, you walk 1 dog max only. Here, the dog walkers walk 7 to 10 dogs at the same time. Even a dog in the backpack while walking the big ones. Yes. So, I really want to show you guys, but it's so hard to put that video together because I need to be stalking out in the morning, going around trying to find them to video. You know? Right now I only have like 5-6 clips and not enough. I need a lot more clips. And I've been working on this video for weeks. I'm gonna do that when I move there for the experience. Yeah, Haifa, when you come to Istanbul, when you actually really move to Istanbul, do this live stream. I'll join your live stream every day. Like you speak Turkish, you know the culture so deeply. Why are you here instead of me? You should be here, but of course I know it's hard because you have a very big family. Yeah, it's like if you do not have the family that you do, that if you're like me, I'm sure you're already here. Yeah, your family matters as well. 안녕하세요, 라이자. 상쾌 아침이에요. Doğru söylesen kimi umurunda. This is the only Turkish song I like. I know. I'll be there, inshallah. Inshallah. MC, good morning. I will check out your video about not listening to music. I don't listen. Oh yeah. It's surprisingly became the most popular video over a 24 hours period on my channel. It's crazy. It's called Quit Music to Quit Suffering. Oh, Ramsey, yeah. This is traditional, very traditional Turkish breakfast. Almost 80% of Turkish people have this for breakfast. It's called simit. It's a kind of Turkish bagel with sesame and stuff. But this is, of course, the luxury version. The street side version is just simit with nothing. A luxury version with cheese, pepperoni, what's that, tomato and all that stuff with well layout like this. This is much more expensive, but most real Turkish people, they just buy two of this round thing, just two of this, and then that's breakfast for them. Very cheap, very convenient, it's everywhere. First, do you still try handstands? I've never tried handstands. I've never ever tried to do handstands. But right now, as you guys know, I'm not sure if you guys know, why I gave up my MMA career is because I actually broke my shoulder. So my scapula and my rotator cuff is all gone. I need surgery and I can't put power on my shoulders anymore. That's why right now, which is a good thing, which actually made me turn from martial arts to back to yoga and meditation, and to so many breakthroughs in this recently. So yeah, I don't see myself doing anything very physical anymore until this gets fixed. And amazingly, ever since I started my Kriya Yoga, my body's getting fixed up on its own. So I feel a lot better right now. But I know a lot better is not perfect. Like if you want to do those kind of martial arts and stuff, you need to be perfect. You cannot be less than perfect. Otherwise, you will just snap, you know. And for those of you who just joined me, once in a while, I gotta show you guys. This is Nişantaşı, Istanbul, and I am at a breakfast terrace here. This is a breakfast terrace. That's why you don't sit down with just coffee. And the mosque that I showed you guys a few days ago. Nice doggy. And I am in Tesvikiye Cafe since 1998. I really love this cafe because it's smack at the corner here of this terrace. So if you sit here, you get a very good view of the whole stretch here and the very historical, very Armenian, very Italian-like building structures here. Have you guys been wondering why this place looks so Italian? It's because this place used to be Italian. This was not Constantinople. This was Galata, which is the neighboring country to Constantinople, which is the West Roman Empire's final ally. But eventually, everything became Istanbul. So it's not fair to say that Istanbul is Constantinople, but it's more fair to say that Constantinople is a part of Istanbul. Oh, see, this is the most sophisticated shopping street here in Istanbul, so you get a lot of model shootings and all that stuff going on. The model shooting right there. There's a model shot. The cameraman and crew is over there. You see the sophistication of the fashion and the people here in this part of Istanbul. It really feels very different. It doesn't feel like Istanbul, you know. It doesn't feel like Turkey. Like this area here, honestly, feels more like Milan to me than Turkey. Okay, and here I am having simit. Yes, once you see simit, you know this is Turkey. Yes, the definitive breakfast of the Turkish people. Simit. Okay, let's set this back up. Oh, I lose people just by introducing where I am. Haifa, yes, our body can heal itself when you respect and take care of it. Yep. No surgery. Lily Ramsey, wow, thank you for showing us. Thank you for appreciating it. You know, just now I had like 15 viewers, and after showing the area, I'm left with 6. So apparently, showing the area is not a smart move. You guys can see, this is how Turkish ladies look like these days. So apparently a lot of the so-called Islamic rules here are optional rather than rules. About hijab, about having dogs. About alcohol, yeah, there's alcohol here everywhere. Nightlife is big here in Istanbul. So apparently a lot of the, so I like it that religion is not the law here, but a choice. To me, religion should always be a choice. Should never be a law. Brian, seems no one is wearing masks. No, there's no mask law. There's no vaccine law. Nothing. Only one place you need mask, which is if you go into a shopping complex, they will require mask. Otherwise, no, nothing. I bring a mask here, but I don't wear. I bring it in case I want to go shopping. This is open country here. So you can see, Brian, that all this fear and all this fear mongering about COVID, it's just fear mongering, you know. You can basically live normal like here in Turkey, 100%. 100% you can live normal. Why fear monger? See what's the big difference in quality of life between here in Istanbul and Singapore, where everybody's going into depression. You're not you're not dying of COVID. You're dying of depression, suicide, financial deaths. Yeah, that's the real pandemic now. Now there is the pandemic in the world right now is not COVID. You know, the pandemic in the world right now is fear. Is fear mongering that leads to depression deaths, suicide deaths, alcoholism, turning normal people into depressed people who have lost their jobs, who cannot live their normal lives. Over, especially in Singapore, over just 200 deaths. Oh, for 200 deaths, you sacrifice over 6 million people. I don't know, man. Haifa, Turkish people are beautiful inside out. Yeah, I agree. The Turkish people, I lived in so many countries. I would say Turkish culture and Turkish people are the most beautiful inside out that I've ever seen in my life. And Turkish people is the number one thing I love about Istanbul. People walk by, hear what I say, and then they will just, yeah, those two girls over there, they hear what I say and then go like Haifa, it's not optional, it's more about personal choice. Oh, I see. Haifa, so true. Haifa, yes, it's fear pandemic. Yeah, it's fear pandemic. It's not COVID pandemic. Destroying the lives of 6 million people, over 200 deaths, is not reasonable anymore. And of course, I sympathize with the 200 families that lost someone they love. But 6 million people out there are losing their lives, losing their minds, losing their livelihoods. I don't know. I don't know if that is a fair trade-off. And every year, there are more people dying of cancer. So why are they still selling cigarettes in Singapore? If that's the level of fear in Singapore, that you will ban everything, close down everything for 600, 200 deaths, then I'm telling you, there's more people dying in Singapore because of cancer due to excessive smoking. Why is cigarettes still legal? They should just ban it outright. Wison. To me, it's hypocrisy. To me, it's just trying to look good on numbers. And if nobody cares about certain numbers, they don't care. Now nobody cares about cancer numbers, they don't care. Yeah, that's my honest thought on this whole fear-mongering issue. Show me that your standards is the same throughout when it comes to everything. And I respect you for your decisions. If your decisions are equanimous and fair, always, doesn't change according to whether or not WHO is monitoring your numbers. Stop the number game. Stop the number game and focus on life. The lives of real people, the lives of the living. Here in Istanbul, look at that. It's open country. I've been here for 1 year. And absolutely I don't feel any fear. You want to wear a mask, you wear a mask. You don't want to wear a mask, you don't wear. You want to vaccinate, you vaccinate. You don't want to vaccinate, you don't vaccinate. It's all your choice. Things are not shut down and not closed down. Yes, there was like 1 week or 2 weeks. In the whole 1 year that I've been here, there's only been like 2 weeks where things are shut down just before summer, and that's it, you know. Haifa, I think mostly we here are too scared of not having money and work. It's nothing to worry about. Yeah. I think the thing is, they're not worried about money and work, you know. Because if you are scared about money and work, then they shouldn't shut down everything like that. Over 200 deaths. And many people are getting it. Yes, they'll recover. They'll recover. Only a very small percentage, elderly with existing conditions, will pass from that, you know. Singapore mostly do not really sure what living life is all about if they don't have money to spend. Yeah. Yeah. The thing is, see, small countries have smallish thinkings. Big countries have biggish thinking. This is not Singapore specific. Even Korea, being a smallish country, yes, smallish, but hundreds of times bigger than Singapore, still has smallish thinking compared to bigger places like China and America, where you think there's only one way to live life, there's only one way to survive in life, which is get a good job, get good money, then you can survive. You need money, yes, but you don't need as much money as you think. Life works out either way. You're not gonna die, and if you don't die, you'll find a way to survive. Always. Brian, they are living freely. Nice. Yeah, free. This is free country, man. This is Istanbul. Free country. Free country. Free to make your own choice. Free. You know, you make your own choice and you become responsible for your own choice. Yeah. You say, what if you die? Yes, it's your own choice. You be responsible for your own death. That's the way it should always have been. Why should a government be your mother or father? Where is personal responsibility in the world right now? Alpha, still our country is saying COVID is spreading in our country and government is playing third lockdown. Yes, it's spreading. It is spreading. But people are going to get it and then recover from it. That's the thing, okay? No. You may be saying like, oh, then what those people who get COVID and then everybody rush to the hospital and then the hospital gets overwhelmed. Yes, it's an issue, but it can be worked out. Like what Japan did during the height of the pandemic was this: unless you have severe syndromes, you are not supposed to go to a hospital. The problem in New York, Jacoby, during the height of the COVID was that everybody was rushing to the hospital the moment they feel they have a flu. Everybody. So that's why it overwhelms the whole facility and everything. And it becomes kind of like hell, you know. So Japan saw this and then they made the law that unless you're already having this amount of temperature and certain symptoms, they don't take you in the hospital. So don't go to the hospital, stay at home and self-isolate. That was what the Japanese did, and they got the whole medical system under control immediately. Very simple. Brian, are the living expenses in Turkey high? My goodness, Turkey is one of the 5 things I like about Turkey is it's really cheap. If you make your money in US dollars or Singapore dollars, it's super cheap. Okay, one comparison is this. A venti Americano, in New York costs about $4 US dollars. Here, it costs $1.80 US dollars only. Venti Americano in Starbucks. $1.80 Venti Americano. So you compare this price with the price in Singapore. I don't know what's the price in Singapore. And then you see how cheap things are here. And in fact, because the Turkish lira keep dropping against the US dollars and the Singapore dollar, after being here for 1 year, my spending power increased by 30%. Because over the course of 1 year, when I was here, Turkish lira dropped from $6.50 US dollars to right now $9.50 US dollars. So I'm having a great time, right now. Of course, I know, like, because of that, I have heard rumors. It's rumors because I don't see it. Rumors that prices here are increasing very quickly, like hyperinflation is happening, but I don't see it. I don't see it at all. Starbucks still the same price. The coffee's still the same price everywhere. I don't know. I don't see the hyperinflation. Haifa, my son took the job at the swap center since last year. and positive for COVID a month ago. He recovered in 7 days after 10 days isolation. He continued working. He said, I took this job so I can service others. I'll continue till the center close and focus back my business. Amazing. Amazing. I have a friend about my same age. His whole family got COVID from him. He got COVID and he spread it to his whole family, which included grandparents. Okay, and everybody recovered. Everybody, his young kids. So his whole family, three young kids and 2 grandparents, all recovered. All. Okay, so this is a, see, ladies in here in Istanbul, it's rare, but people do still wear the hijab. Brian, what about property prices? I don't know. I don't live in the regular places, but I heard that you can get the rental in like the normal, like 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, a 2-bedroom apartment in a normal area is only about 1,000 lira. 1,000 lira is like what? It's only what? Less than 200 US dollars. Yeah, it's that cheap. Right now, US dollars is like 9.5. Let's round it off to 10. So US dollars at 1 US dollar to $10 lira means that that 2-bedroom apartment for 1,000 lira a month is only 100 US dollar per month. That's the kind of prices you get here in Turkey. Very cheap. I could live here forever. And what makes this place so unique is that unlike other cheap places, the other cheap places you go to tend to be dirty, unsafe, not modern. But look at what we're getting here. You're getting this level of sophistication, like Milan sophistication, at that kind of price. Yeah. Haifa, Turkey is not the best place to live in yet. I have like 5 standards that compare the places that rank the places that I live in. And honestly, only Istanbul ranked top in all 5. Only Istanbul. I've never lived in a city or a country that ranks top in all 5 criteria. Only Istanbul. Prices must be cheap, must be safe, clean, interesting to visit, and most important, happy people. Most nice countries that have 4 of this, like Singapore, have very angry people. Korea has very angry people. America has New York has very angry people. And New York don't even have some of the 4. Haifa, yes. Living there kind of cheap and easy to survive. Super easy to survive. Brian, that's so affordable in terms of rental. Oh, Brian, you're living in Singapore. You're living in one of the most expensive city in the world. Or I think it's the most expensive city in the world, right? Like, I think once or twice I heard that Singapore became the most expensive city in the world. So, if you can survive in Singapore, you will survive anywhere else. You are literally living in the most expensive country in the world. Haifa, I love Turkey old states. Oh, I've never been. Links, hi. How crime rates in Turkey? I don't know. I don't look at the internet. I don't look at data. I only trust my personal experience in everything, and whatever I talk about is all of my own personal experience. I don't read anything. I don't read news. I don't read the internet. I don't read anything. So I don't know what's the crime rate. But I know ever since I've been here, I've never witnessed or heard of any bad things, and people walk around safely at night without any fear. People walk safely, even women dress somewhat revealing at night because the nightlife here is very, very active. They walk in dark alleys alone without any fear. So that, to me, that tells me a lot about the crime rate being very low. That's how I tell a crime rate. But how safe people feel here? I would say the last time I see women so comfortable at night was in Japan. Not even Korea. Yep. Even in Korea, women walking at night always walk in pairs or with companions. Not even Korea was this safe. So the last time I see women so safe at night was in Japan, and this is the next country. So to me, the crime rate here must be extremely low. Rigo, oh good morning Rigo, welcome back. Rigo, exactly, for the same rent a month in SG you can live luxuriously anywhere else. Yep. Oh, I don't know what's the rental like in Singapore. Haifa, I don't read news and watch TV too. Yep. Oh, Louis. Good morning, Louis. Haifa. Turkey is quite safe, yes. I was there and went for nightlife till wee morning. Is alright, yep. Brian, what about transportation? Is it of, I don't know, I don't take any form of transportation. I've never taken the bus or any form of public transport here, except the ferry. Everywhere I go, I walk. But I've taken the taxi like once, and kind of cheap. I don't know how to compare this. I took the taxi only very short distances as well. So I don't know how to compare this. Hi Sean. So all the old people are back. Sean. Good morning, Sean. Looking good. Yeah. Alphas, have you tasted the meatballs in Turkey? Alphas, please look in my channel for search in my channel this video called what Turkish people really eat. You will see me eat the meatballs in that video. And for those of you who just joined my live stream, this is a beautiful and rainy, very drizzling autumn morning here in Istanbul. 너무 상쾌한 아침이에요. 안녕하세요. And here I am in the Nishantasi area of Istanbul, and this is the mosque I brought you guys to a few days ago. And here I am in Tesvikiye Cafe in 1998. This is a breakfast cafe. It's a breakfast terrace here. And during weekdays, it tends to be full. Weekdays, a lot of people come here for breakfast. And I ordered Turkish simit, which I've almost finished. So this is one last part of the luxury version of the Turkish simit, which is the most common breakfast item that the Turkish people eat. So, boom. Very vintage looking cafe. Huh? Kylie, public transportation where I live is awful. Kylie, which is where? Haifa, kofta in Turkey is divine. Yeah, I don't eat a lot of meat these days, so I haven't been eating kofta. But if you check out that video that I made, I actually have kofta every other day during that period. But now less and less, I eat meat much less. In fact, if I eat meat so little, you can call me a vegetarian right now, in fact. Oh, dah habis? Americano? I just, see, every time I do this live stream, I need to have 2 Americanos every morning. And another beautiful family just finished their breakfast. Hello.
Is it going well here?
Yes, this is live streaming with people from America, from Singapore, from Middle East, everywhere.
If they hear me, I want them to experience here.
Oh, yes, they can hear you.
Please come and experience here. It's really beautiful city.
It's awesome. Thank you, Igulal. You see, like, Turkish people are this friendly. They see me streaming, they will run to my camera. But when I'm in Korea, the moment I bring out a camera, everybody within 5 meters square will disperse like pigeons. B, hi, good morning, B. Kylie, I live in a rural countryside in US. Oh, lovely. Like if you live in that part of US, you don't need public transport. Cars are so cheap. Buy a $2,000 Camry and you can pretty much go anywhere. You don't need. In fact, in some rural areas of America, you can just pick up cars along the roadside. People just dump their cars there with their keys inside. You just pick up a car for free and go. Kim Teo, how do you keep your routine? Use a app or planner? No, my routine is in my head. I don't use an app or planner at all. I know in my head what should I do every day, every day. I think I adjust in my head. Sometimes I write it down or post it. Yeah, like I introduced in my video. Sometimes I write down my routine on a post-it and I kind of paste it on the wall. But most of the time it's just here. Good afternoon, B. How is your daughter's exam? Haifa, that is the beautiful Turkish people. Yeah, Turkish. See, like I said, the 5 criteria. Remember, the happy people. I don't get this kind of people. I've not experienced this kind of people anywhere in the world. I've not. Honestly, not. I've not experienced people who are so open-hearted, so compassionate anywhere else in the world but Turkey. Really, I gotta say this. B from Singapore. Haifa, Igunla. Oh yeah, you guys know that there's a 25 seconds delay between what I say and to the time you hear is about 25 seconds delay. So the lady's already gone by the time you post the messages. Kylie Low. B, my kid wants to watch you. What? Really? But she has tuition to attend in 10 minutes, so 2 more exams to go. Oh, I see. Good luck for your exam and ooh. Lady with 2 puppies. B, good luck. Good night. Good morning. Good night. And every cafes and restaurants in Istanbul are so animal friendly. Like you don't have to specifically look for pet friendly cafes or pet friendly restaurants. Everywhere is pet friendly. You just go. You know? Not really. Oh, there are some that doesn't allow.
They allow only to the garden, not inside.
Not the inside. Okay. Okay, so. Oh, Chi, good morning from Bilbao.
Where are you from?
Singapore.
Singapore.
Yeah.
Nice country.
Thank you, Yigunlan.
You like Turkey?
Oh, best country I've ever lived in. Really, I say in front of all my friends, they all know. I lived in so many countries. This is the best. Yeah.
Buradayız burada.
Good morning from Bilbao, North Spain. Wow, Bilbao! I in China I used to have a very close friend who studied in Bilbao. What's the university? You know, in Bilbao there's a lake, there's a river that runs through the city, and then there's a university just beside the river. I forgot what's the name. Yeah, and I actually stayed about a year in Madrid. So I went from Madrid, Barcelona, and all these things. I've done a lot of things before I started YouTubing. I only started YouTubing 5 years ago, you know, but I explored the world for 20 years. You know, they are beautiful hearted when everything they have to say, yeah, good wishes, yes. I have not experienced a friendlier and more inclusive culture in the world ever, to be honest. I'm not saying this only because I'm in Istanbul, okay? But if you guys know me long enough, I say the truth about everything. And because I say the truth about everything, I got chased away from my own home country, okay? I don't regret, I regret nothing. I say the truth, always. I'm entitled to my own opinions and my own emotions, and nobody can tell me what to feel. GHD, Duesto University. So you're here for a few days to visit a friend. So where are you based in right now, Chi? Where are you based in right now? Like where do you call home right now? Alpha, eating kimchi helped me a lot. My hair is really good. Yup. Kimchi and tenjang. Kimchi and tenjang both help the hair tremendously because of the gut bacteria. Sean, love to hear more stories before your YouTube days. Yeah, I'll be telling more stories. Next week I'll be telling another story about China. Most of my craziest stories are from China. This story is about how I got onto a zombie train where zombies crawl in through the windows and have to fight with the zombies and stand for over 24 hours just standing. Stay tuned for the zombie train story in the overseas Singaporean misadventures coming up this week. Rigo, you can be Turkey tourism ambassador already. Feels like going there after seeing so much of your streams. Oh, there's already two of my viewers are already here in Istanbul because they watch my live stream. One from Singapore, one from Paris. They're here in Istanbul right now because of my live stream. Alphas, thank you so much. Oh, thank you for being with me for so many years, Alphas. Thank you for making a video for me. B, haha, I better mute first. If not, my kid will say no fair. She says she has to study and I'm chatting online. You're not technically chatting online. Sean, zombies? Kidding? No kidding. You know, you watch some of the zombie movies, right? Where the train and then the zombies all crawl in through the windows and it's all packed and the zombies are like crawling in like mountains, right? That I experienced that, okay, in China. So stay tuned. This will be the misadventure story of the week. I have to survive that zombie train standing. I stood for over 24 hours and I slept standing. Yeah, incredible. And China fixed this problem, so you will not experience this in China ever again. This is a unique, very unique experience that I'm going to be sharing this week. In the spring of 2005, my first spring in China, deep in the less developed areas, not the major cities. Zombies. Oh, good morning, late today, yeah. Today, I already finished my breakfast item. I want to show you where we are. The Figure Cafe, 1998. In the middle of Milan. No, this looks like Milan, right? I can tell people this is Milan and they'll believe. No, it's Milan, yeah. Now this is Nishantasi of Istanbul. Why does this area look so much like Milan? It's because this area used to be Genoese, which is Italian, which is the Galata country beside Constantinople. So this whole country here used to be Italian. That's why the styling is like that. And I love it that after Turkish take over everywhere, they don't change the style or demolish anything. You know, I really respect the Ottoman Empire for this. That wherever they conquer, they don't destroy and replace. They respect and preserve the styling, the culture and everything. That's why do you guys know that Turkey still preserve the most ancient biblical sites in the world? All your Bible stories about Ephesus and all these things, they're all here in Turkey. And all the tombs, the major Christian tombs, they're all still around. They do not destroy anything. They preserve everything. I really respect the Ottoman Empire for that, because that is human history, not Christian history, you know. And Ottoman Empire, the Turkish Empire, really respects human history. I really respect that from the bottom of my heart. I have seen so much destruction to ancient sites all over the world. It's sad to see, and it's so, we owe it to the Ottoman Empire that all these things still exist today, that people can still pilgrimage to. It's amazing. Sean, man, definitely looking to this coming week. I'll probably take this video like right after this live stream if I still have battery. This is the point of this live stream is I go on the live stream until like the battery is just about finished. That's why I keep checking the battery, you know. Maybe I should buy an external battery pack already. But I really don't want to buy an external battery pack, you know why? Because every time I buy an external battery pack, I have to throw it away at the airport. And I fly so often. Doesn't make any sense. No, you can only bring very small ones on board. You cannot bring all, like, I think beyond like 10,000 ampere you cannot bring. Because this batteries literally can explode. So you can only bring very small ones, so it's just honestly quite pointless. I've thrown away at least 3 battery packs this way. What a waste of money. I finished my breakfast and this is my second coffee. And today is a Sunday morning, a rainy Sunday morning. As you can see, not many people out here for breakfast. Usually during weekdays this place is packed. Full house always. Every time I pass by it's full house. I gotta check. You see, every time you see me do this, I'm checking the battery. So yeah, if there's nothing else you guys want to talk about, any final thing you want to talk about? If not, then it's been an hour. Then I shall end the stream. I'll wait 30 seconds. Go. One last China story. We missed it. What? One last China story. What one last China? Oh, but anyways, that China story will be in this week's Overseas Singaporean Misadventures. The zombie train of China. Lolo, where is your big boss China story? Oh, Lolo, you have not watched my story where I escaped the China mafia? Go. Any interesting ones? Yeah. This week I will tell the story of how I survived a zombie train. Where really zombies like coming in mountains on both sides and crawling in through the windows and everything, and I had to fight the zombies and standing more than 24 hours throughout the journey just to survive the journey. That was one experience I kept telling myself I will never ever get myself in that situation again. That story I will tell. In fact, I want to do this video after this live stream, but running out of battery. Oh, stories are very long, takes a long time to tell and running out of battery. Kylie, how many countries have you been to? Oh, if you're talking about just been to, it's easier for me to say the countries that I've not been to. I've been to pretty much everywhere. I've been to places where you guys have never even heard of. Solomon Islands, Papua New Guinea, shit like that. I've been to very exotic places and everything in between. But if you're asking me which countries have I lived in, I've lived mainly in five or six countries: Singapore, China, Korea, Japan, America, Turkey. So 6 countries I've lived in mainly. Limpeh, have you ever fainted? Of course, Sean. I almost died, remember? Yeah. I had a near-death experience where I actually passed out already. Yeah. So yes, of course I've ever fainted. Lo, yeah, is it out? Rigo, Lo, tell now. I can't tell now. It's a long story, and I have to show pictures. If I don't show you guys the pictures, you won't believe. Just talking is nothing. I have to show you the pictures, and I have to make it into a proper video so that you can see the pictures. Like, wow, this damn thing is true. Haifa, I gotta go now get some painting supplies. We'll watch the rest of this later. Yeah, when I come back. So, Igun Lao, Tekral, Gorosurusu, Herkese, Ibak, Igun Lao. Yeah, I'm about to end anyways, Haifa. Rigo, don't keep us in suspense. No, it's not my fault, no. It's because I actually have pictures to show. If I don't show you the pictures, you're not impacted. If I don't show you that it's real, you won't believe. I have pictures. And May, good morning. And yeah, I just finished up the breakfast item and about to end this live stream. I need to end this live stream before the battery runs out, and I have to save enough battery to make my latest video as well. Yeah, and so yeah, everybody enjoy the rest of your weekend wherever you are. If there's still a weekend left, like in Asia, you don't have much weekend left anymore. But anyway, enjoy yourself. And for those of you who still remember, yesterday we spoke about, you guys asked me about whether or not I listen to music, and I say I don't, and then I say we should not listen to music. I actually posted a video about this, so please check out my channel for my video yesterday on quit music to quit suffering. And a lot more interesting contents coming up this week. Tomorrow, in my anti-aging video, I will talk about again a question one of you asked me 2 days ago. What is the significance and the relevance of Ki or prana or Reiki in anti-aging? So that will be the topic of my anti-aging video tomorrow. And then this week's Overseas Singaporean misadventures, I talk about how I survived a 24 hours ride standing. 24 hours of standing on a zombie train, real zombies, crawling in from every window everywhere. Whoa. And I have pictures to show as well. So that will be the week. May 좋은 하루 보내세요. 네, 좋은 하루 보내세요. Have a great day. And see you guys soon. See you guys tomorrow morning. Okay? 안녕.